Welcome back to the One True Red podcast. Uche, you're tickled by something. Is it that you've seen?
I'm getting bullied because people are saying, why is this pod on now when there's a Club World Cup final? That's why people are asking me that question. And I'm saying I got bullied into it. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, the viewers have been saying for a few weeks now that who's watching the Club World Cup? And then now people are watching the Club World Cup. So yeah, looks like you're right, Uche. Your propaganda, all the work that you've done over the last few weeks, it's worked.
It's worked.
You got people watching it.
And now they're watching instead of watching us. See that? I told you. I've delayed this by an hour, but nope. There we go.
Even an hour wouldn't be long enough. But anyway, here we go. Welcome back to the One True Red podcast. We're not going to talk about, even though it's going on, and I've got it to the side of me here. Chelsea 1-0 up. We're not going to talk about the Club World Cup. We've done enough of that over the last few weeks. We do have breaking news, though. Mikey, Gyokeres, last week you said that it'll be 48 hours.
Oh, you're using my words against me. I just told you.
I know at least one of our viewers was waiting to pepper you for it not happening, but it looks like you've agreed a deal now.
Listen, the deal was difficult to make. There was lots of variables involved, sell-on clauses from various clubs, and in the end, the player wanted it. That's all that matters. The player wanted it. From all accounts, what I hear is that the agents have waived some of their commission to allow the deal to go through. It's a perfect scenario. We get the striker that we want, and it's not an extortionate amount either when it comes down to it.
So what are we saying? 63 million euros plus add-ons. So what's that in pounds? That's about 57-ish million? Something like that?
Anything in the 50s is a good buy.
Yeah, it's decent.
No excuses for Arteta then, really, coming into the new season. You got all the players you wanted.
Not yet.
Who else is there going to be?
Who else have we been linked with? You know, you've been on the pod, all of you. I know Uche knows.
Come on, guys. They've got what they wanted. They've got a dream. The dream team is here. Saka, Noni, Gyokeres. It's on.
Listen, look at this guy. Oh, everyone.
Well, everyone, you've changed the tune, mate.
A shameful post. Zero trust in the account.
And I want the viewers to know there was no apology either.
There was no apology. Told him to just relax. All he had to do was just wait.
He's right, though. Uche's right, though, isn't it, Mikey? It's on this season. No excuses now.
Definitely. It was on before. I didn't have any doubts that we'd be contesting. So I don't know why you would.
Now,
we've been second 3 years in a row.
I had to buy these guys to make it on. You can't just be talking anyhow. Martinelli
we've been second 3 years in a row, and we've strengthened. How can we not be contesting? It doesn't make sense, does it? It's illogical, and I'm a logical person.
Kibbsy's highlight. Hey, boy, actually, let's go back. Let's go back to. Thank you, Kibbsy. Thanks for coming back again. Not watching that. Good. Watching us instead. Where are we? Mamtasef, SGN, a new sick trio.
Mamta. I said on the pod last week that I was happy with Noni. These guys have heard it from me all week as well. I don't need to provide any more information. The guy's good, right? And he's better than what we got on the left.
Wow. Chelsea giving them that work, yeah? Okay.
Oh, everyone.
Easy things.
Who's good? Let us know. So, Mikey, you've been linked with Eze. You've been linked with Rodrigo.
Oh, now you're saying Eze. So when I said it wasn't done and you're acting all ignorant, so Eze is another piece of the puzzle.
No, I know you've been linked with him. Whether or not he's coming is a whole different story as far as I'm concerned.
Don't worry. You didn't know whether Gyokeres was coming, but he's there.
Palmer, thank you, everyone. Again, so it's basically a repeat of the first goal. It's basically a repeat of the first goal. Mikey, so Eze and well, obviously, Madueke is now in. He's been agreed. He's
Well,
coming for
next
that.
week he'll be officially
he's-
announced.
Yeah, so has he had his medical?
Yep, apparently 48 million plus 4 million in add-ons.
Okay, so you got Madueke coming in. You've got Gyokeres signed. So you got the striker now. I mean, we've talked about it, but I'm still none the wiser. And Arsenal, if we got any Arsenal fans watching, please let us know what the midfield and the front.
Listen, you don't need to worry about who's going to be.
I don't know.
Just know that there are players there to play, and we will be there. That's all you need to know.
Man. You
don't have to worry about our starting lineup.
You got your star striker. Jeez, lighten up a little bit, man. But honestly, it's
just to add,
excuse.
I've not seen the banners. Nwaneri will be signed up next week as well. It's just a good time right now. We're all happy. You guys have had a marvelous window. We're happy with our window. Let's go.
Oh, this is funny, man. Honestly. Oh, mate.
Let's go then. All right, let's move on. Too much Arsenal talk. Let's move on. What's up next, Uche?
Well, I thought you were still talking about. They want to talk about this again. They're buying everybody, aren't they?
No, I expect us to get Eze. That's what I expect. And I think that there's more of a chance of us getting Eze now that Palace are being kicked out of the Europa League. Sadly for them. But yeah,
that is it's a strange one, isn't it? The Palace thing. I don't actually know what. I don't really know.
The rules are rules, mate. Like, those rules were in place before March. The chairman knew what he had to do by then. He didn't do it. He acted far too late. But rules are rules. So if you break them, then you get kicked out. So I don't get what's so strange about it.
Well, it's strange in the fact that the announcements and when they came, it's strange that Lyon were in Division 2 and then they're in Division 1 and that had an impact. So there's any number of variables that make it strange. You can say there are rules and the rules have worked out in the way that they've fallen, but it is what it is.
It would have been strange had Lyon got relegated. I would agree with you on that point. But
why?
Lyon...
Why would it have been strange if Lyon got relegated as a tangent?
Because Lyon finished 6th, didn't they? So them getting relegated would have been strange for them to get relegated from finishing.
They would have broken rules, and rules are rules.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, that's the point I'm trying to make. So right now, the situation isn't strange because Crystal Palace shouldn't be in the Europa League, and we knew that in March when they didn't fix up their ownership. Now, had they got in through well, that's what I'm saying. So had they got in, then that would have been strange because it would have been a strange series of events that would have allowed them to get back into the competition. Them not being in is not strange. That's the rules, and the rules are clear.
You're happy that Palace aren't in.
Anyways,
you're happy that Palace aren't in.
I don't watch Europa League, mate. We're in it for the Champions League, so I'd watch Europa League if Liverpool in it, but I wish Palace all the best. But
frankly, for me, I think if it was a bigger club than Palace, then they would have bent the rules to let them be in there. So, we say rules are rules, but we know there's flex when it needs to be flex. Well,
where are the rules?
115. We're still waiting.
I think we need to be careful. 115 rules were not UEFA rules, so let's just stick to facts, please, guys.
Rules are rules.
Yeah, but that's not the Premier. That's not the UEFA's angle. So they have UEFA and you have Premier League. 115 is related to Premier League, and
there's still rules.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with the competition. So I don't know why you're mentioning 115 with European UEFA.
Linked to rules. Aki said rules are rules. So I'm saying
rules aren't talking about UEFA competition. That's what I'm saying.
Rules aren't always adhered to.
They can't adhere to the rules because you have to actually charge them with something. They haven't been charged. That's down to the Premier League. So they've not broken anything until you get charged. How can you charge? It's like the same thing where everyone knows. You need to actually tell us that you broke the rules. What rules have they broken? It's all speculation. You haven't seen anything.
So City haven't broken any rules now, Uche.
What are they charged?
This is the first I've heard from you.
I think they have been charged.
City haven't broken any rules. I thought they'd been charged multiple times.
I thought they got that the 115 is the 115 charges that they have against them. They just haven't
I'm
been found guilty yet.
baffled by this.
So they charge them, and we're just waiting for what? We guys move on,
but
well, you're making things
like, but it's like like honestly. So like, let's just say you get caught shoplifting, you have to get charged, then you go to court, then you plead your case, and then you're either guilty or not guilty. So at the moment they've been charged. Now they're going through that court process. Who knows what will happen? See, they've got a lot of money, probably the best lawyers, so they'll probably get away with it. But who knows? Only way Arsenal get a trophy, by the way.
How would they get a trophy? What, did something happen to Liverpool?
Do you think? Do you
They
think
might
that
get-
the Premier League
They might squeeze a trophy.
Yeah. Do you think the Premier League will retrospectively
No.
give anyone anything?
That's already been
Absolutely.
announced. Any
As in,
charge
like-
will be prospective.
Nah,
What's that?
It can't be that way.
It's already been clarified that any charge would be a punishment prospectively moving forward rather than looking back.
There
Well,
you
like
go.
points deduction, you mean?
And then nothing done for the historical stuff. So we just pretend that those seasons didn't happen.
Do you know what? Nothing's going to get done anyway. City's lawyers are tying them up. City will probably get paid off from it. Compensation.
City will get apologies from the Premier League.
But
for-
to be fair, it's not just City. Chelsea are up to no good as well, man. Like them selling their
Allegedly.
hotels and all those things. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of fishy stuff that goes on at top clubs.
what are you talking? Why are you getting Chelsea
Yeah, but
involved?
Chelsea
Well, I'm
were
just saying- Chelsea have just
they-
been fined by UEFA.
exactly. So they're being held to account. Villa were
Yeah,
held to account.
exactly. If you break
Nottingham
their
Forest
rules,
were
they
held
decide
to
they're gonna
account.
fine.
Leicester are being held to account. The only
But Chelsea-
team that aren't being held to account are Man City.
But Chelsea broke the rule, broke the rules willingly and knowingly. So they knew what they were doing when they were buying all these players, and they just accepted the fine. Honestly, they should have been kicked out. They should have been kicked out of the Champions League because that's bringing the
But
competition.
that's not the UEFA rule. That's not the UEFA rule.
Yeah,
They
wow.
fine. They get more money. That's it.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
how it
We have
works.
we've got 6 clubs, so make it 5 instead.
That's not
They
their
still
rules,
get-
though. That's not their rules. You're
should-
asking them to make up a new rules.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty certain there's going to be a rule there for if a team, exceptional circumstances.
You basically want them to make up a rule to kick them out. That's basically what you're asking for.
You want some
There's
God.
no
No,
rule.
No,
They've
what
already-
I'm saying
they've dealt
is,
with it. They've moved on.
no. What I'm saying is what they did is literally they've made a joke out of the competition because like they've knowingly and willingly broken the rules basically, and they're still in the competition, and they haven't really been hit that hard. I think it's like a £40 million fine. What's that to them? They spent £700 million on players in the last 2 or 3 seasons.
That's the
More than
rules.
Much
You're
more
a
than that.
stickler for the rules, aren't you? What's the problem now?
Well, they should update the rules then.
Rules are rules, but when rules don't be Aki, they need to be updated.
No, they need to be tightened and strengthened. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's go back to some of these transfer rumors. Obviously, we've spoken about Eze and Rodrigo before. Guys, did you see the Ekitike news for the last couple of days? That apparently Newcastle are after him. What do you think that might mean for Newcastle, and what might it mean for Isaac Uche?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Isak's got a strike partner.
That's maybe.
Is
That's
that what we think is
No
gonna happen
way.
here?
No way they're spending that amount of money for.
They're not selling the guy. Just forget it. It's not happening. Besides, anyway, Darwin is back.
He is back. I wish he wasn't.
You're literally fishing for something that's not happening. We're not linked to Isak. Only you people are making up stuff about Isak. It's not coming, right? The season's about to start. He's not coming, man. And Darwin looks like he might even stay on past the friggin' maybe at least until January till the Saudis come along. So it's what it is, man. I told you, forget Isak, man. It's not happening. Sorry.
He's on a
fellas.
haircut as well, Nunes. Maybe
Yeah.
that might be the trick. That might be the trigger.
Does Diaz go?
I would
course
I
Diaz
would personally sell him. I would sell him and bring in Rodrigo, like because you get roughly about the same amount of money for both of them. You get like 78 million euros, and I think they want 76 million for Rodrigo.
You rate Rodrigo now?
I've always rated him.
Okay, I just checked.
He's always played well against us, and I think don't get me wrong. I think Diaz is good on the eye, but his end product is sometimes missing. So I think we do need like someone on the wings who can contribute more goals, basically at least 15 goals this season, just to take the weight off Salah. And Diaz isn't that guy, and he played up front for a lot of the games last season, and he still only scored like 13 goals, I think, and that's his most productive season since we've got him, and he's 28 now, so and he wants a bumper contract, so I'd say sell him. But there's a lot of clubs out there that basically want to shop at Waitrose but are paying little prices. So Edwards and the crew have got their work cut out.
Oh, it's Edwards now. I thought it was Richard.
And the crew. I said.
And what was I telling you? Anyway, let's not get into that. Oh, everyone's asking, how would LFC fans assess their transfer window out of 10? I mean, it started for me. It started well. We got in a replacement for Trent going, and he made his debut today, which we're going to come on to talk about. We got Kerkez in for left backs. We've got 3 left backs now. I'm imagining one of Robertson and Tsimikas. Hopefully Tsimikas will leave. And then obviously we did the thing with words, obviously, but it's been overshadowed for me anyway, personally. It's been overshadowed a bit by the sad news of what happened with Jota. And I don't know what the club do, because we've got a season ahead of us, and we need a new striker, in the sense that Nunes is probably out the door. It looks like you're hoping, Mikey. You're shaking your head. You're hoping. Now it looks like from the latest reports that Napoli have stepped away because they're not willing to pay the asking price. So I can't do another season of that guy. I just can't. So we need a striker in. I don't know who that's going to be. If Ekitike is going to Newcastle, I know Uche was on the subject. If Ekitike is going to Newcastle, then who are we going to get?
Osimhen's going Galatasaray. Sesko's going Liverpool.
Apparently deals broken down.
The existing football now. Like, what's going on here? What am I going to do with Sesko? What am I going to do with Sesko? Did I ask for a defensive midfielder?
I don't care who you're asking for.
So what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Sesko? No one talks about Sesko, man. If we want a DM, we'll go for Sesko. We don't need a DM. We're not looking for a DM. We've got Gravenberg already. We don't need a DM playing up front. Cover. No, we don't need a DM. Sorry. We don't do that here. We don't need DMs to come and play up front. That don't work for me.
So to answer your question, or everyone, for me, I'd say, because we haven't got striker yet, I'd say
3-0.
I would say it's a 7.5 for me, but get that striker in and then it goes to as good as it can get, really, especially with Verts coming in. Cameron Elder's back. Good to see you, Cameron. And it looks like you watched the friendly today. 2 new boys look good. Are we talking Kerkez and Frimpong? I'm not sure if I was out, so I didn't watch the game. I'm going to catch up with it later. I just saw the highlights, but I guess Verts didn't make a debut today. I'm not sure. Let us know.
So Aki, tell us, how would you rate your window, mate? Out of 10.
I'll give it a 7 personally so far. Like, I agree with Ral. I think we started off strong, but we definitely do need a striker. I still think we need to get rid of a few players as well. I don't think our squad is settled, so that's the reason why I'm giving it a 7, because we're now at the beginning of pre-season. For it to be a 10, we would have had to bring in all of our players by now. Got rid of most of the players that we wanted to get and have a settled squad going into the season. We don't have that. We did really well getting the 3 players that we got, but I think if we go in with the squad that we have now, I'll still be confident that we win the league, but not as confident if we get a striker. I think a striker is the missing piece of the jigsaw, and I also think that we're holding out for Isaac. So if Newcastle get that German striker, then that opens the door for us, really, because I can't see them spending like 80 million for him to sit on the bench, and they don't play with two strikers up front. So yeah, for me, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. If we get a striker, 9. If we get Rodrigo, 10.
Uche, you're being quiet here.
Rodrigo, yeah.
Oh gosh, Rodrigo is not a guy. Honestly, these people are just funny, man. Honestly.
Uche.
He'd be an upgrade on what we got, though. He's saying he's not. He's not an upgrade.
Unfortunately, a lot of things have changed due to the tragic news. So if I was to answer the question as designed, it's more than perfect. It's more than 10. That's how it was. Because when the season went before everyone, so Trent left, replaced a right back. We're going to change our style. We got in Kerkez as a left back, which he addressed that. And then we got one of the world's basically greatest creator in Wirtz, who is a truly world-class talent. And that was me. The windows, she might as well be shut because there's no issue. I don't really think we need a striker, but we just need to get rid of a striker. So it makes sense when people say you bring a striker, but not a striker that's going to start, because I don't see anyone out there that I want like that anyway. So unless we were getting in, like I said, Osimhen, which looks like it's not happening, then there's no one with any big enough reputation unless we're going for Isak. Now, if you give me Isak, that's just fantasy, but I'm not going to put that pressure on the club. So for me, I am totally gassed with it, what the club was able to execute. What is more than a perfect window at the moment. But then the tragic news happened, and I don't know what you do after that. I haven't got a clue. Because now you have to replace this player, and I don't know where you go. So I don't know.
Kibsy, thank you. Wirtz not in the squad today. I think VVD wasn't as well, because I saw him on the bench as well. Cameron, Frimpong with Rapid, Kerkez looks good. Wirtz and others were back in Liverpool in training. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the thing that I don't really know what happens next then for us, because for me it's like, why are you selling? Obviously we need to. Obviously Nunes has been terrible for us for the most part. So you're looking to sell him. The mood at the start of the window seemed to be that we're looking to get Nunes out and then sign a striker. So it's interesting that Uche says he doesn't think we need one. I think the club thinks we need one. And if
not the one that you want, not the one that's going to start, so it's pointless. Who is it? Tell me.
So what do we do then? Because the music also seems to be.
What do you think we're going to get? Right. Seriously, honest question to you. Like, according to you, you said the club says it needs striker. What do you think we're going to go for? You really believe we're going for Isak?
I think the club wants to go for Isak, but they will move on if they can't get Isak.
So who do you think you'll go? Just according to you, I'm not going to hold you to account.
I think, I think.
Don't lie, you're definitely holding to account.
Of course you will. Of course you will. He's probably recording this on his phone, so he can send it.
Why are you stuttering and just answer the question? Just answer the question. It's time.
We've got time.
Yeah, it's time for you to answer the question.
The question is, what is the question? Tell me again.
I'll ask you again. Keep stammering and stuttering. I'll repeat it. Please. If it's not going to be Isak, who do you think, in your opinion, that we're going for that's going to come in and play the number 9 position for Liverpool? Who do you think?
It's not going to be anyone.
So I thought you said the club was signing somebody.
No, I said like wants to. They said the club wants to sign someone.
So who do you think? Okay, in a different way.
No. Uche, you said basically anyone that comes is going to be sitting on the bench. So who do you think is going to be our striker coming to the new season then? What, Diaz?
Nunes. Like I told you,
you didn't say. So that's why I'm asking.
No, that's what I was going to answer you. Obviously, I would have said it was 100% going to be Jota. No question in my mind.
Yeah, but it's not going to be Jota anymore. Is it?
That's what I'm saying. So something has changed now, and it's making it more difficult. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying.
Even last season, the season before that, Jota was injury prone, so would have needed.
Yes, I know, but I'm answering your question. All I'm doing, Aki, is answering your question. That's all I'm doing.
Not in a satisfactory way.
Who's starting up front for Liverpool next season?
Yeah, that was the question.
No, but I just answered you. What do you want me to say? He's injury prone.
Who is it?
But I said to him it was going to be Jota for me.
Yeah, who is it now?
That's what I'm. My days. He obviously has changed.
Not understanding you.
I don't know because right now you're saying that if we buy a player,
obviously that changes now.
No. But you're saying if we buy a player now that they sit on the bench, right? So then you must have a player in your mind who plays up front. So just give us that name.
Oh, since that time, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, I don't see one. So unless we're gonna go for Isak, whoever comes in is not playing number 9 because I do not see anyone in Europe today.
So who played that number 9 then?
He's not asking you who you're going to sign. He's asking from your squad.
Oh, who's from the squad? That's easy. I think he's going to go back to the whole Diaz slash
Nunes.
Diaz/Nunes. That's what he's going to be doing.
But we've been trying to sell Nunes, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm answering your question, aren't I? Do you want me to answer your question, or do you want me to give you a different answer? We're now down by one play. It changes everything. The whole dynamic has changed, right? So now you have to find an answer you never had to find before. So right now, I'm answering your question. That's why I think now you could say we definitely need another player. That's something that was not in the plans before. Now you definitely need another forward player. But I'm telling you right now, doesn't matter what you guys say, everybody that we really could change the future of this club is going to be on potential and nothing to do with anything we saw in the last 2 years of football in the highest top 5 league. There's nothing out there. It's scrambling. So it has to be Isak if you're going to go all out, because there's nothing else left.
Watkins?
To be honest, I could have thought about Duran. I could have said Osimhen. I could have, but these guys are all locking off elsewhere. So
Watkins
that's it.
is there.
I don't think he's a Liverpool player. He's not
Watkins 3 times.
Oh no, I don't think you're serious. You don't believe what you're saying.
No, I am. You're saying there's no, but Watkins is there and he's not expensive in the biggest.
I don't think there's any situation.
There's no chance. Zero.
That Liverpool Football Club will be linked or be interested in that kind of signing.
Zero.
So you're sticking with Nunes then? This is perfect.
I think they would. I actually think they would stick with Nunes and rather than sign Watkins. That's just never going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I'd stick with Nunes before doing that.
I'd keep Nunes over Watkins. He's just a speed merchant, really.
So just to confirm, you would all keep Nunes over Watkins?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even a question. That's just the nonsense, really. Complete nonsense. I mean, I don't even know why you're mentioning that. Obviously, you're not a fan, so boy, there's no way. You're just being unrealistic at this point. You're just making conversation for the sake of it. You might as well just mention any random striker. There's no situation Watkins is going to come into Liverpool Football Club.
We've been waiting for you to a striker. I'm just helping you.
I think Mikey's been contributing to the Gyokeres fund because your Wi-Fi is going down, bro.
He's going in and out, Mikey, at the moment.
What's the comments? Yeah, there's not much I can do, I'm afraid.
David, yes, Isak would be perfect. Not according to Uche. Actually, no, that's unfair. Uche does want him as well. But didn't he just sign a new deal? No, not as far as I'm aware. Not as far as I'm aware. I think he's got 2 years left on his current deal. The fact that Newcastle have got Champions League obviously makes it much harder. But if I bring it back to the Ekitike stuff that's just come out the last couple of days, and from more than one source as well, if Newcastle are looking to sign Ekitike, they're not looking to sign Ekitike to play up front alongside Isak. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, it's interesting. Chiesa was number 9 in the first half.
Wait.
Say that again?
You keep saying this, but Callum Wilson's gone, so they need a second striker.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's a lot of
Newcastle. I don't think Newcastle. Newcastle not in a position to spend £80 million on a squad player.
Newcastle are in a position of any.
They're not. People always say that they're rich, but
they are.
The owners are, but they've not invested into Newcastle the way that Ibrahimovic.
They're still handicapped by the new rules, so they can't do what you're suggesting, Mikey. They're still severely.
Yeah, but going into this season, it made it easier for them. That's why they're moving now.
Yeah, but if you're paying 80 million, you could go backwards as well. That's what I'm saying. That it doesn't. If they're gonna spend that kind of money on it for this dude, I think it'll be difficult to say that it's for him to partner Isak. But I don't know. I think
so. Then you're agreeing with Ro then. So you're agreeing it's releasing Isak?
Boy, I don't even know, man. Honestly, I don't know how
we have to conclude this because they are the number one choice for Ekitike at the minute. That's what it's looking like. So either it's to supplement Isak or Isak becomes available and you actually need to start talking about Isak and Liverpool.
I'm not talking about it. Real was the one.
I'll talk about it.
From Newcastle's perspective, it could just be contingency planning. It could be that he doesn't sign a new contract, so they keep him this season, and then they sell him next season. In that case, they're buying this striker.
That's what I think. That's what I think. I think that they're doing a deal now for Ekitike. They don't think that Isak will sign up again with them, and I reckon next season they'll sell.
In which case, that means we hold out for one more year then, and we keep Nunes.
Yeah. So Houdini, you think Isak's on the verge of a Liverpool transfer as well then? Hit us up, my friend.
I don't know, man. I mean, that would just be another next level of, I don't even know. I've already given them over 10 out of 10, so I don't know what I'll give them after that, to be honest. But we definitely need to find a result for this next forward. I don't know what we do.
Well, Cameron's got an idea of what we do, and that is we sell Diaz and Nunes and put 130 million in for Isak. To be honest, I don't think the money is really the issue. It's more whether or not it comes down to whether or not Newcastle are going to sell, and especially sell to us. And I think it will largely depend on what Isak wants to do as well. And I've not heard what his camp, not heard anything from any kind of rumors about what his camp thinks about the Liverpool stuff. It's all been the Newcastle saying, initially they were saying it's not for sale. Then it's like, well, it'll take 200 million. Well, if it takes 200 million, that means it's for sale. And then a lot of the Liverpool journalists have been saying, if the door's open, then Liverpool walk through it. So I don't think money is really the issue. I think it just boils down to what Isak wants to do, and if Newcastle are prepared to let him go to us this summer. I would hope so, obviously, but who knows? As Mem to Seth, the rumours are not going away. What normally happens with this sort of stuff is that people on the Liverpool side will come out and say there's no truth in that. And it's been left to run and run and run. So I think there is some truth in it. But we'll have to wait and see.
We have an issue because we could make an argument that like I said, we're 2 players down if Nunes does go. So two players down from last season, that's a lot to in terms of forward. And then if you think that Chiesa may even have to be moved on as well, you could make a case for 3 forward. Obviously, I don't think we're going to get 3 forwards, so I don't really know what we're going to do.
I don't think we should sell Chiesa though. I think he's been solid for us, but if I've seen him play, he's been quite decent. I've been quite surprised actually that hasn't started.
I think you should keep him as well.
Well, he's better than any of your players, that's for sure. Like,
let him be.
Player. Yeah, but
how many minutes have you seen him play for you?
Huh?
How many minutes have you seen Chiesa play for you?
I've seen him play. He played well today, actually, in the first half. He set up the first goal.
Please, stop it. Stop it. It's embarrassing. Stop it.
Put some respect on it. This guy, he won the European Championship with Italy. He was there.
Yeah, stop it. Don't be coming to me with 45-minute friendlies.
But personally, I think he's worth keeping, especially now that we're short on players. Personally, I still think we should sell Diaz and Nunes. Get rid of those 2.
What are you talking about? If you get rid of those 2, you've got like how many forwards left?
You can't sell them.
That's what I'm saying. Get rid of those 2 and replace them. So if you upgrade Diaz with Rodrigo,
what the heck are you talking about, man?
Update Isak with Nunes.
He's playing Football Manager.
Nunes.
I'm telling you, like this guy is not for real. Is he okay?
These are players that we've been linked with, right?
And like realistically, what are you talking about? Right now, Diaz is the first choice.
Okay, so
player on the left-hand side.
Realistically, unless you've been living in a cave, Diaz has been strongly linked with moves to Bayern.
I don't care about the links. What you're saying is not making sense. You just said
because Diaz has already come out to say he's unhappy about maybe
he didn't say that was unhappy.
His representatives or his people have come out to say he's unhappy with his.
No, he hasn't said that. You're just making it up.
No, but these are media reports. I haven't made it up.
You said his camp, his people, his whatever. The one,
as I said, unless you've been living under the cave, you must have heard those reports as well. At the same time, everyone knows that we've been trying to sell Nunes. So if you're going to sell those 2 players,
go back to talking some sense, please.
No. So those 2 players could potentially be sold. If they get sold, they need replacements.
Okay, so let me agree with you for a moment. No Jota, no Diaz, no Nunes. Yeah. So we're gonna be down 3 players.
Did you miss the bit where I said? Did you miss the bit? Did you miss the bit where I said that we need to replace them? So we sell them.
Okay, so you're telling me you get rid of three forwards that helped you become league champions. They've gone, and you're gonna replace them because in your football manager brain, we're gonna replace them with who?
That's more.
Isak and some
small-minded mentality.
Some North African worldie.
You always need to improve. So it doesn't care. I don't matter if we won the league with them last season. If they're not good enough, they're not good enough. So moving forward,
who's not good enough?
Moving forward. So I think we can get upgrades on Diaz. I think we can get upgrades on Nunes. Do you disagree?
Okay, please educate me. Let's just imagine. Let's assume that Diaz is going. Who is this upgrade? Name the name of
Diaz. I've already told you. I've named him about 1 million times already. Rodrigo.
No, for Diaz.
What does Rodrigo?
Rodrigo would be the replacement for Diaz.
Okay.
How many?
Isak would be the replacement for Nunes.
How difficult is that? What's the most league goals that Rodrigo's got in a season?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I think it don't matter.
No. So
I'll say an upgrade then.
Before we got Salah,
unless he can score more.
Before we got Salah, how many league goals did he score? Tell me that one.
You stated it's an upgrade. He's trying to question how it's an upgrade.
He is. He's come off the board a little bit at Real Madrid because of their setup, because of the players that they're
playing. How is he an upgrade?
What's the most league goals Rodrigo has ever scored for Madrid?
I don't know. I'm sure you're about to tell.
10.
Great.
Is that the upgrade
season? And before this season, what was the largest amount of goals that Diaz has scored? 8.
But he did it. But he
scored 13.
No,
he scored 13 league goals this season.
But Rodrigo,
where's the upgrade coming from?
Oh my days! You were like, oh my god, are you really switching on?
I want him for Martinelli. That's an upgrade, mate. All right?
Nah, you guys are nuts, honestly.
No. We're trying to understand. You said it's an upgrade. I'm just arguing.
Yeah, but it is an upgrade. He's younger. He's 24. Diaz is 28, by name, right? No.
Upgrades by age now. Are we doing upgrades by age?
No, by age, stats.
Oh, so whoever is younger than Salah, whoever is younger, no. We're not gonna do that. You try the age. Now your stuffing is on your throat that you're scratching. No, there's no scratch there. No. Don't relax. Like, yeah. Like, let's talk. Yeah. Like, no, there's no scratch. There's nothing wrong with your beard. No. None of that. Let's focus now. Yeah. How is he an upgrade? Just justify your picks. Because you're saying this thing that make no sense.
No. I've already told you he's an upgrade.
All right.
For me,
that's it. Opinion. If you're happy to keep Nunes, Diaz, and like,
no, it's not about being happy. Yeah, it's about
rest on your laurels. Then fair play. I want our team to go from strength to strength to strength.
That's fine. I have got no issue with that statement.
Which means upgrading our players.
I've got no issue with that statement. But you're saying
personally, I think Diaz is right for an upgrade. In my opinion, I think he's.
Bro, you're not mentioning like. It's not Yamal here or friggin' Rafinha.
We need to engage the chat. They're very vocal on these topics.
So Cameron Elder, Liverpool will sell Diaz. They just turned down 55 million. If it goes to 70 million, we'll probably sell him, and he will get Rodrigo. I think that's probably what would happen in that situation. But then Houdini saying Liverpool not selling 2 forwards after Jota. Let's be sensible here, and yeah. We've got some agreement with that as well. So look, the bit where I understand, and I know Uche, for all your arguing with Aki, I know you've got an annoyance with how the amount of chances that Diaz misses. So there is an element of what Aki's saying in that we could probably try and upgrade on him to get someone who's more.
That's not the issue, though. That's not the issue.
Wait, Uche, wait.
No problem.
There's some truth in what Aki's saying. However, to back you up, who's the upgrade? Because Rodrigo, although younger, his stats do not stack up against Diaz in this, and especially as Diaz has done it in this league as well. So. It's debatable.
All we're doing is trying our best to play Football Manager. Like, I also have to be realistic. Like, you have to think about what is the club going to likely to do, and what if it's a so-called upgrade, what do you gain from it? Yeah. So you got, like you said, you've got a player that's already in your league. Yeah, that's done well to make you league champions. Yeah, you're gonna destabilize the club that much, destabilize that side that much for somebody who you're speculating over, and then you're gonna change the forward as well. So now Mo Salah has to play with a new left-sided player and a new strike. I mean, come on. I mean,
wait. Come on. Like, at the end of the day, like,
let me add my 2 pennies. Yeah, what I think will actually happen. So I think that Aki, you're actually right. I think that the one that's got the sell value.
You're cutting out a
It's
little
gonna
bit,
have
Mikey.
to, I'm back. If either of them are going to be sold, it's going to have to be Diaz. Diaz has got Bayern Munich and Barcelona interested.
And
Bayern Munich
Saudi
need to buy somebody. Saudi, I doubt he'd go there, to be honest. Barcelona can't really raise the cash for him, I don't think.
Yeah.
So Bayern Munich need to buy somebody. So I think the most logical thing that could happen is that you do sell him and that Rodrigo becomes available, because he's definitely surplus to requirements at Real Madrid, having seen their squad, having seen how he sets up. But to say that he's an automatic upgrade is just wrong, because there isn't anything that's happened previously to indicate that he's an upgrade. Yes, he's younger, and so he can progress. That's different. But I can see that happening, and you keeping Nunes.
No, I can't see it happening, because we don't need the money. Because Liverpool are not looking to sell a player that's still producing.
No, because he wants to go.
Yeah, he wants to go. But
to be fair, he said that he's happy to see out his contract as well.
Yes, he wouldn't exactly. That's what he did say.
But
that's
he wouldn't be
linked. We're talking about it.
But
well, you know what?
I don't think we're going to allow one of our top players to be leaving every single summer for free. So next summer is going to be Konate. Summer after that's going to be Diaz. Like, the people who are running the operations are not that stupid. So for me, I reckon they'll sell Diaz.
Anyway,
I reckon they'll sell Diaz to get their value from him. Like, they won't let him run down his contract. That's for sure.
That's not even about that for me. It's about trying to win the league to be league champions again. That's all I'm interested. That's all we're interested in as fans. Let's stop all this football manager rubbish. That's what I don't understand.
But do you know what I see?
It's not football manager rubbish. No, it's not like that.
The reason I said it, Aki, the reason I said it as well is because you got Gakpo that plays off the left as well. So it's not losing a complete left-hand side. Gakpo was playing some of the crucial games as well. So I get Diaz is the main guy, but Gakpo was there as well. And I think Rodrigo could easily come in and be doing that whole...
Yes, but why would you do that? What I'm saying, as a club, why would you do that? Why would you want to do that?
Because Diaz if Diaz wants to go, it will allow you to get the money in, and the opportunity is just there for Rodrigo.
I think maybe you guys
don't happen all the time.
Uche, the thing. This is the thing, right? I know what you're saying, and look, Houdini said it here. Diaz arguably Liverpool's best forward behind Salah. Gets disrespected because he's compared to Mane. True. The thing is that we've got to remember who we're dealing with. This is FSG, right? This is Edward and Richards.
Yeah.
The guy is, how old is he? 29 now?
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 29 years old.
Like, I don't understand.
Uche just rubbishing you off straight.
No, I don't know.
You might as well have just said sharp, bro.
I might as well not say anything, because whatever
I'm
going to say,
I'll say it again. Yeah. Okay.
He's 29 years old. Wait, Uche, let me just finish my point. He's 29 years old. He's got 2 years left on his contract. We have no interest in giving him. It's not going to happen. We're not going to give him a new contract. He's not going to get more money. So either he sees out, like Aki said, we lose another player in 2 years' time for free. Okay. The club will they want that? Will they not want that? I don't know.
What's the objective? All I'm saying to you,
I haven't finished. Okay. So 29 years old, 2 years left of his contract. Money's been put on the table. This has already been put on the table. We've had Barcelona had a approach rejected. We've had Bayern Munich come with their nonsense bid rejected. Liverpool have got a price for this guy. If they get that price, they'll sell him, because they've got 2 years left. He's not going to get a new contract.
On behalf of Liverpool fans, I'm ashamed for you. That's all I wanted to say, first and foremost. Okay. Now, you've done your thing, yeah. Now, please listen, right? What I'm trying to say to you, you keep talking about leaving on a free. I don't know why this is your obsession. Like, just leave it. He's got 2 years left on his contract. So he's definitely not leaving at the end of this season if you decide to keep him. That one is crystal clear, yeah? The objective, just like you did with Trent, I know you guys don't want to believe what actually happened after the fact, but let the facts speak for itself. You would have had some indication that this dude ain't signing, yeah? So, but the objective is we're all in for this season. Right now, we're weeks away from the season start. Aki, 1 second, please.
No, but that's wrong.
We're not weeks away from the season starting.
I have to interrupt.
You hurt yourself Why would you hurt yourself to do what you're doing? That's what I'm saying. If this was a few weeks back here and we had a bit of time and your tragic news did not happen, I will probably be swayed to what you're saying. What I'm trying to say to you is that right now, today, I would have thought strongly that Jota was probably going to play up front. That's no longer the case. Now you have to bring back in a Diaz reluctantly for the season about to start. So you must realize maybe you get another forward, right? But you're not going to get rid of Diaz. Why would you do that? Like, you're now destabilizing two positions. That's the issue I have with it. Because you're now literally you're changing quite a lot of things. Like, for champions, why would you do this?
You can't be comparing it with Trent. Trent went under the radar because we had a big overhaul. We got rid of our sporting director, brought in a new one.
Actually, that's what I'm saying. But
that was the reason why Trent fell through the radar, and also we lost Jurgen Klopp, he was a big influence in his career. So you're really comparing apples and pears. So if you're going to,
it's not what I'm saying. I am telling you about focusing on the season as a team.
So Diaz would get sold if a team comes in for 80 million euros. Diaz is gone.
Diaz is not going.
Guys, we got to bring in the comments here because Cameron's brought up a good point. He's suggesting that it's going to be Konate that's going to go with money for Rodrigo. What are the views on that?
I don't think so.
Seeing as you're linked with Gehi.
I don't know the obsession with this cash thing. I don't get it. Like, we don't need to sell players.
I don't think so. Cameron. The reason being, it's similar.
His contract.
Huh?
Konate's in his last year, right?
Yeah, I don't think
he's in the last year. Yeah, the club, he rejected the news was he rejected the club's offer. That was about 6 weeks ago now. The talk was that he wants to stay, but he wants his money. It's whether or not Liverpool are going to meet what he wants. I don't think similar to the talk about the forwards. I can't see us selling Konate because we've got nobody to replace him with. We've got Gomez injury prone. And that's it. And Van Dijk. So I don't know how we're gonna because we've got rid of the right side. We've got Trent's gone, so we've got Frimpong, we've got Bradley. I don't see the club getting rid of another player in that position, in the defensive position, as well as having a new left back as well. So we're basically just playing a whole new. We'd have to be playing starting the season.
You let him run down his contract and go to Madrid. One sec,
Mikey. We'll be starting if we got rid of Konate. We'll be starting the season with a whole.
I understand that, but he's not signing. So you're saying keep him and go.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to Uche about us letting players go, and apparently it's my obsession. But
it is your obsession because it's please. Can we just look at somebody here? Just wait. Please. Can you read that? Can you read that comment? Read that comment out, please.
You can read it out.
Did that happen or not? Did that happen? Did those things happen? Are they true?
Emre Can, Ronaldo, and Trent have all left for free while being first team players under FSG. Evidence is there that club are happy to do this if needed. Yes, but bigger 78. The circumstances of each of those are completely different. So
of course they are. Nobody's saying they're not different.
Ronaldo was at a certain age, and
we don't need the history lesson. We don't need the history lesson, right?
Trent,
the bottom line is
Trent.
There's always context, though. You have to listen to the context.
In fact, Emre, I'm pretty sure we offered him a contract. He rejected it and left.
Exactly.
Yeah. He wanted more money.
That's right. Thank you for reminding yourself of that fact. Sometimes you have disagreement in contract negotiations. You give the contract, they say, I don't want it. You don't value me that much. I'm going. So you say, I'm not going to increase it. And you're gone. What do you think was happening with Van Dijk and Mo Salah?
Well, I think
it's not good business. It's not good business for us to keep on doing that. Anyway,
Exactly. Did I say good business? Did I say
Ronaldo we wouldn't have got a lot of money for. Sean was a different situation. Trent was a big one because he was worth at least £100 million if we were selling him on the open market.
Bro, you can keep excusing all these things. The bottom line is this, yeah? They come to negotiation, right? When it comes to negotiation, for whatever reason, some deals don't get done. And when they don't get done, yeah, they leave on a free. It's happened before, and it could happen again. Simple as that. I don't know why you guys are getting obsessed. Konate, he basically thinks Konate basically believes he's worth.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
No, I'm not ready to buy anybody. I just find it. Now Konate is going, then Diaz is going, everybody's going. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand why we even having this discussion. Like, can we actually have some sensible chat here? Like, this has happened before. Players do leave. I'm sorry to break it to you Liverpool fans, but this is the deal. If somebody breaks down, Konate might want the same as Van Dijk, and they say, no, we're not going to pay you that. He said, okay, I'm gone. Yeah, you play one more year and you're gone. Do I want it to continue? Of course not. I'll say give him the money. But that's not the point here. The point is about this season, Konate is not going anywhere. He can't go. I don't know why we're having this kind of...
So let's say hypothetically, bigger 78 is correct, and the Gehi deal is done. Do you still keep Konate for this season with Gehi in the team?
1,000%.
So who's on the bench?
Yes. Gehi was a replacement for Quansah.
Who's on the bench?
No, Gehi's not coming to you to sit on the bench.
He will sit on the bench.
No, he'll play games.
He's not coming to you to sit on the bench.
Konate will get injured.
I've answered your question. He'll sit on the bench because what happens is you're going to play 2 games a week. You rotate it. He will not be missing or sit on the bench throughout. There's going to be some games, Champions League game. You swap it, they'll get enough games. And like Real has already said, judging by this guy's history, he'll get injured. So it's not an issue. So don't stop looking at it like he's going to be on the bench. Like, let's be honest, right? So, look at the Real Madrid backline, yeah? Real Madrid backline is
you're not stopping everybody. So you're all happy for Konate to go for free.
Can someone put
Cameron's
latest comment up, please?
I'm not happy for it.
Can someone put Cameron's latest comment up, please? It's quite funny.
You guys are weird.
No, I can see this is this top is the Palestinian football top. So I think you asked a bit before.
He did ask that. The thing is with Mikey, the thing with Gehi, it's interesting you say he's not coming to sit on the bench, but what's Noni coming to do then?
He's coming to take Martinelli's place. Are you deaf?
So what's Eze coming to do then? I think Mikey throws
angry.
Your nonsensical line of questions. I'm
glad you know that now. So now you realize the nonsensical line of questioning. This is ridiculous. I was gonna be playing. I can't be benched and all this.
What are we doing then?
What are you talking about?
No. You're getting Gehi in a World Cup year. Come and sit on the bench. It's not happening.
That's not what's happening though. Why are you saying that?
Wait. No. Stop. The context behind my comments was that Konate is in the last year of his contract. That was the whole context.
Right.
So if Konate, you guys are all in agreement that Konate is just going to run it down and go free. All right, cool. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, he'll go for free.
But if we get the situation to Diaz though, like I think Diaz has got 2 years left, so you got like some contingency planning. So for me, you sell him now. Like when you get to Konate's position, you're going to get what max £40 million. We've already seen how much time talking about things that are going to happen. We've already seen how much money it's going to cost to get a decent centre back, so you might as well just keep him, which is the same position as Trent was. But with Diaz, it's a different situation, really. You got 2 years. Like he's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Everybody wants to take Mikey's a chartered accountant, right? And now this guy wants to go and also get his own qualification of chartered accountant. Keep talking about 2 years left, 3 years left. This one, that. What rubbish is this? Like, what are we doing? We're talking about football. Can I just focus on talking about the game? The game, you got 2 years left. That's normal. He's not going to sign. He's going to play. Next season, when the season starts, Diaz is going to be a Liverpool player. So is Konate. Stop this stuff. Stop embarrassing yourself.
In Aki's world, Konate plus some money for Rodrigo, do you not think that's a good deal?
Nah.
Let's say it's Konate plus 30 million for Rodrigo.
I wouldn't get rid of Konate.
Rodrigo plays right now.
I think defensively,
you'd rather Konate go for free in a year.
Yeah.
Yes, if it has to be done.
Mikey, for stability. Right. Does that not make? Do you not see that argument for stability? Because we've got a new right back, we've got a new left back.
You can't keep.
Champions. The thing is, we're champions. We're changing our whole team.
The players don't want to sign up. So regardless,
Mikey,
he's being tapped up. No, listen,
Mikey,
he's being tapped up by Madrid. We know where it's going.
Okay,
yeah?
Mikey, can we just be serious here? Because sometimes you're making this comment. I don't understand what you're saying. Right? Let's just focus on this. Okay, one second. The question is this, yeah? As of March this year, literally this season, like how many months ago, yeah? Van Dijk had not signed on as a Liverpool player.
I don't care about the player.
And neither has Mo Salah. What I'm trying to say to you is that we have running close to
that's happened again.
Neither Trent though either. If you want to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Aki. So it's not like you can keep saying 2 years left. Like it's some. We literally have the two best players have the just days left of their contracts.
And we all said, and everybody said that was mismanagement.
It is mismanagement. I agree with you, but it has
so continued mismanagement is okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm just saying
then you deal with things.
People are saying this 2 years, yeah. I'm saying to you that's actually some time to renegotiate. The guy clearly saying, I'm rejecting your contract because
Konate's got 2 years.
No one.
Konate's in his last year.
What I'm saying to you, there's still time to renegotiate. There's still enough time. It's definitely been more in time than the last time. Would you agree? That's all I'm saying. There's more time than Van Dijk and
negotiating.
So
the difference is,
please don't mistake. I'm not happy with it.
The difference is that Konate is younger and in a position to move on to a different club.
Yes, I agree with you completely. All I'm saying is that I don't, there was excuses and all this, Aki will tell you context and all this other stuff. The bottom line is they let it happen. And right now it's happening again. So
in today's world, everything happens in a vacuum. There's no need for any
by the end of the day, the bottom line is this, whether you want to accept it or not, right? If you want Konate to stay, it's very simple. You give him what he's worth. Now, if you're asking for what money, they're negotiating. That's what is happening. There's time. So he's gonna stay for the season. The end.
Burton Jav, welcome. Welcome, Burton Jav. Not free, 80 million, sell him now. Houdini's got a comment here. World Cup year doesn't apply to Noni and Eze, innit, Mikey?
That's the same point that Ro was trying to make. But as I said, Martinelli's gone. There's a space there. Whoever plays there, I'm happy.
What do you mean he's gone?
In my head. In my head, he's gone.
Yeah. But that's not how it works, Mikey.
I don't care. Arteta clearly knows because he's signing players.
Not only Arteta, you need to let Martinelli know as well, because as far as they're concerned,
Martinelli knows. That's why he runs with his head down.
Okay, let's we're coming up to the hour mark. Let's quickly wrap up with the friendly that Liverpool played today. As I say, I was out, so I missed it, but I did see the start of the match where they had a really, really good tribute for Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. I imagine we're going to see quite a lot of that over the next few weeks with the friendlies that we've got lined up, and it might even go into the season as well, especially the first home game of the season. But the game itself, it finished 3-1 to Liverpool. The scorers were Bradley, favourite player Nunes, and Gakpo got one at the end. Aki, did you say you watched the match?
I saw the highlights.
Yeah, I saw the highlights as well. I don't really know who played where, but it's good for us to get off the winning start. It's good for some of the players, I imagine, to have got back playing again. I think they would have asked the club, and they would have asked the players and the management what they wanted to do. And I imagine the family of Jota as well and Andre Silva, they would have asked whether the game should go ahead. But yeah, as Cameron says, big up Preston fans. Really, really respectful. One of the players laid a roof in front of the Liverpool fans before the start of the match as well. So that was good to see. And there was obviously a lot of singing of Diogo Jota's song during the match. But as brutal as it is, life does have to go on. The club has to continue doing what it needs to do. And this is the first of their pre-season games. I think they're off to the Far East for a tour as well. Whether or not that goes ahead, I don't know. But it was good to see the players back. And yeah, 3-1 win. I know Uche is seething at the even mention of a friendly because he doesn't like watching them, doesn't like hearing about them, doesn't want to know nothing about it.
You can do what you want. It's a free country, it's a free world. I'm not going to hold it against you, but I'm not going to discuss friendlies. That's for sure. It's a waste of time. All I'm saying is, I've said it before, I say it again for the sake of pods. Friendlies are there to get players ready for the season. I don't read much into it. I am not the manager. I don't want to be the manager. I don't play football manager. I'm just here for the start of the season. So whatever happens in friendlies, but today was different. I tuned in to watch the highlights because I wanted to see the bit about, the tributes and stuff. It was very, very different. But I don't understand this weird thing that we do with friendlies. It's been proven for so many times. It doesn't mean anything. It literally means nothing. The only thing it means stuff is to the players and the manager. It doesn't mean anything going to that season. You can't take the results, can't do anything.
I mean,
Nothing.
literally, you can't start the season without friendlies. But anyway, let's
No. Look, that's what I'm saying. No, we're saying the same thing.
Allow this nonsense from Uche, but Rio was really good. I'd be very surprised if he's not going to be challenging for at least a squad place.
Okay, Aki.
He was really, really good.
Okay, Aki.
Really, really
Aki.
Yeah.
Aki. There's people that watch friendlies, yeah, and they told me something. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me refresh your memory. Last season, this person that watches friendly, he was also in the spot, and he kept saying it. Oh, Elia had a great game. Elia. Oh, that other guy, Nyoni. Are we gonna see him? He's gonna do this. Nyoni's gonna do that. And
Elliot got injured, though, right?
And then the season started. Oh, that's a good story.
Injured.
That's a very good story. Once upon a time, all right.
Well, that's the truth.
But back to my point here. You got all this stuff here.
Connor Bradley started in our team from pre-season games. So you don't make any sense.
Also, this other guy, Carvalho. Was that right, Rel? Is that correct?
Yeah.
It was also Carvalho at the game. Yeah. Then the season started. They saw Carvalho. The other guy wasn't playing. And guess what? We won the champion. And look, all those guys are doing stuff in friendlies. They didn't get it. Oh, wow. I'm so shocked. So, yeah, Rio was amazing. You're going to see him. He's going to do this. He's going to do well.
Hey, forget this friendly talk. I've got a question for Uche now knows how we feel about the Club World Cup. I've got a question about the Club World Cup, actually. So, if Chelsea continue and beat PSG, are they the best team in the world?
What else would you call them?
Nope.
I'm just asking.
Okay, so Liverpool won the Champions League in 2005, right? Are they the best team in Europe at the time? I mean,
Chelsea, the best team in the world right now. That's the question I'm asking.
That's the title you're fighting for. So you got slapped in a final. You played your best team. You got slapped out. You respect the fact that you got slapped out. You had the opportunity to seal the fact that you're the best team. On the day, you got slapped. Shake hands and move on. There's world champions.
You didn't answer my question. I'm asking you, are Chelsea the best team in the world?
Is Argentina the best team in the world because they won the World
Cup?
No.
Stop these variables. Are Chelsea the best team in the world?
That's why you play the game. You play the game to see who's going to win. And whoever wins, give them the respect they deserve and move on.
Are they the best team in the world? Is the answer yes or no, man?
Oh my gosh, this is so dead. Mikey, I'm disappointed. I'm genuinely...
No, I want an answer. Yes or no?
I'm shocked. Like, of all people now, yeah, I'm actually shocked. This is the kind of stuff I expect from the other guy, not from you. This is
I want your answer.
I've already
you've been dodging a lot on this podcast today, actually. I think that you're gonna have to do an apology.
You've been dodging a lot. What are you talking about? The answer is right there.
You've been dodging a lot. People have been giving you straightforward questions, and you've been giving politician answers.
Oh my gosh!
Right. Let's open up the question, Rel. If Chelsea win against PSG today, are they the best team in the world?
No.
That's
not to me.
Straightforward answer. Aki, if Chelsea
who are the best team in the world, bro?
Huh? You're not. No. You're not in a position to start asking questions. You're not even answering one. Aki, answer.
Yes or no.
I think they're the best team in the world because they won a cup, but
ridiculous.
They're not really the best team in the world. Like, as in,
right? Then say yes.
Yes.
Aki. You don't need to add anything else.
Yeah, they won the cup, so that makes them the best team in the world. Just as simple as that. The way I look at it. Same way. If you win the Champions League, you're the best team in Europe. If you win the league, you're the best team in the league. It doesn't matter if other people think that you're whack and there's better teams. If you win, you're the best. It's as simple as that.
Mikey, do you
think
Chelsea
are the best team in the world? Yeah.
Because they won the Club World Cup. Did Arsenal win it? No. So you can't say Arsenal.
We weren't in it. And guess what? The champions of England
you're never going to be in it. You're never going to be in it because you haven't won the Champions League. How many Champions Leagues have you guys won? None.
Right.
None.
Right.
You'll never
so
be in
Liverpool win the Premier League. Liverpool won the Premier League.
Come with the best team.
You're revisiting this thing.
Chelsea were fourth. Chelsea were fourth, but Chelsea are the best team in the world.
Bro, that's how you play the game. I don't understand. What do you want? Well, Aki said, Mikey,
you've not even a yes or no. Stop talking.
Mikey, what do you want? I don't understand.
I want you to tell me Chelsea are the best team in the world.
The World Cup is going to start next year. Yeah. Whoever wins the World Cup is the world champion. What are you asking for? What is the problem here?
You're dodging the question.
I'm not dodging the question. I said to you, you play the game
about
to
Chelsea.
win.
You're talking about the World Cup with Argentina.
But it doesn't make sense. I don't understand the question. It's bizarre.
All right, Aki, Chelsea are better than Liverpool. There's a question in the forum.
No, but I've already
engage with the chat, please.
you're in a competition. You win that competition.
No, actually,
I've already answered. So I'll say Liverpool better than Chelsea. I'll say Liverpool better than Chelsea. But
so Chelsea are the best team in the world, but Liverpool are better than Chelsea. That's what you said in the last few minutes.
Yeah, because we weren't in it. If we were in it, then it would be in a different situation.
This is so bizarre.
Right,
Chelsea were in it. Fair enough. They've gone through.
Chelsea
a lot of good teams, and they're going to win it. And if they win it, then they have to be crowned World Cup champions.
Shocks happen in football. I mean, shocks happen in football. Chelsea played the best team, which most people thought is the best team in Europe today in the final. Yeah, the way it was supposed to be is that
the team who smashed up Arsenal,
the game, right? They got to the final, they lost. They're getting battered 3-0. What else you want? I don't understand what you want to be done. Just give it.
I wanted you to give a straight answer, and you've dodged it for 3 minutes.
You've had enough. Every single time, without fail. If you win a tournament, you are the team that you're crowned as what you are. If you win the Champions League, like if you guys have won the Champions League this season,
stop copying my words.
Give you the trade that you deserve.
Answer the boy. Answer the man.
So it doesn't make sense. I might have a different opinion, but the problem is you're champion of Europe.
The floor is yours, Uche. We'll end with you can ask us any question you like, Uche, and we'll end it there.
The question is, why are the forum today all cracked out? That's what I would like to understand. Because
on that note, we'll be back next week.
So far is what we're just asking silly questions all day.
All right then. On that note, guys,
in fact, I'm gonna wait. Anytime anyone becomes champion, I'm gonna ask the same question. Mikey is: are you really the best team?
You've still not answered. No one's gonna answer you.
No, they're not. No, you're right. Let me answer your question. They're not the best team. The best team is theoretically Liverpool. They're not in it. That's the best team in the world. Best team ever.
Thank you.
All right then.
You gave an answer.
We'll finish on that point, lads. We're gonna be back next week. Peace out. Hope you have a better day than Uche's had today.
I've had a great day. Thank you.